Hello language lovers, welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing fantastically well. Good to see you. I'd like to start by thanking my new subscribers. I've noticed you, I've noticed the numbers going up, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Since we're still celebrating Women's Month, I'd like to talk about my condition, which is not special to me. One in 10 women suffer from fibroids, especially women of color, right? Fibroids can mean pain, right? Excruciating pain can mean bleeding and all sorts of inconveniences, right? So today I'm going to talk about what I've been doing in order to shrink my fibroids. And I feel like they are indeed shrinking. Okay, so I'll take you back to December 2021. Around Christmas time, I got bedridden for almost a month with excruciating pain and bleeding. And the pain was of all sorts, including the feeling of having a butcher residing my uterus. I really thought I was going to die, especially because I wasn't mentally prepared to be admitted at a hospital amid COVID. I had to ask my neighbor and a friend of mine to assist me with grocery shopping because I wasn't able to move, as I said, bedridden. So after a month, the bleeding stopped, but the pain did not. So it became part of my identity for the next year and a half or so. And another thing about my pain was that I would feel a heart racing around my pelvic area. Literally, boom, 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 a heartbeat. I wasn't able to go out as much as I wanted to because of the unpredictability of the pain, so it would start anywhere, anytime, anyhow. Life was simply hard. Fast forward almost 2 months ago, I decided to take vitamin D on a regular basis, given that I've moved to a grayish city.
Okay, and because in Aberdeen, there are a lot of vitamin injection shops around.
And that was quite intimidating for me, especially because I had never taken vitamin supplements before, never. I would trust my healthy food and the sun in London, because I've now realized that, oh my God, I am lacking, I'm deficient in so many vitamins. So that's that. I decided to take vitamin D because of my immune system. When I went to the pharmacy, I wanted vitamin D and I saw vitamin D3, and I asked the pharmacist and I was like, well, I'm looking for vitamin D. She said, well, vitamin D they're all the same. It doesn't matter if it has different numbers attached to it. At the same time I started taking vitamin D3, I stopped consuming what I call confrontational sugar. By confrontational sugar, I mean Nutella, cakes. I would eat like 4 slices of cakes every day. Yes, I was very intense. I would consume honey every day, many times a day. I did not cut much on carbs. It's been a month and a half. I no longer have pain, and I have to say that I decided to cut on sugar because I've read somewhere that sugar fed fibroids. And then I read a study about vitamin D and fibroids. There are many studies around the subject. Although they're not conclusive, most of them suggest that vitamin D is a crucial factor in reversing diseases associated with the female reproductive system. So we're talking about endometriosis, we're talking about ovarian cysts, ovarian cancer, fibroids.
All of those issues, you know what I mean, right? So,
and they found out that deficiency in vitamin D was a key factor. And I've actually discussed that with my gynecologist. She said, well, yeah, that's what they are all saying, but it's not conclusive. The fact that she also knew about it, I mean, not that I would give up on my vitamin D had she told me that she didn't know about it. So today, it's been a month and a half, as I said, I have no pain. And there's an additional interesting thing here, is that I am no longer feeling the most prominent fibroids, because you know, some women out there suffering from fibroids, you know that they can be pronounced, right? So the most pronounced ones are no longer there. or they changed positions, or they're shy. I don't know what's going on. I'm no doctor and I have not checked yet. But the difference is significant in terms of pain, in terms of the sizes that I would feel, okay? So I'm no longer feeling those. And the fact that the pain is gone, it's a significant step for me to, it's not really advise you because I'm not a doctor, but I would suggest perhaps you should discuss that with your doctor and see what they say about it, okay? By the way, I am going to check whether this is really working, scientifically working, in about 3 months or 4, and I'll get back to you with an update, okay? And for those women who want to try this recipe, well, just let me know how you progress with it. In terms of quantity, I usually take 1,000 IU. Well, that's all I wanted to discuss today. Thank you so much for clicking. Thank you so much for paying attention. And once again, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. See you soon. Ciao.